Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
You are listening to the Lost Minds. You say it, that sounds better.
You are listening to the Lost Minds podcast.
Let's get this session started with a deep breathing exercise. And by deep breathing exercise, I mean, see on the side.
Hello. What are you doing? Just making a podcast. Bet your ass cool.
Oh wow, dude, that hurt me.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
I don't know what it
Do,
is.
ta, re, ma, fo, la, fi, fo.
Don't tell me what to do, you son of a bitch.
It's like, warm up. You gotta be like Mariah Carey. Hold your finger towards your ear, like you're holding an earpiece, and then you just adjust your levels, you know.
Dude, did you hear that
move up and down. See that
Korean lady sing the song from The Fifth Element?
Oh, no.
I heard the Halo guy in the bathroom.
No. I'm talking about, like, The Fifth Element, that, like, the blue lady that's singing. She's like, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, that's a cool part. I love the Fifth Element. Welcome to the Lost Minds podcast, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
God damn it, I forgot the intro again, dude.
Ooh, it's better to start anyways. But I do like that. I love that movie. I remember watching that movie when I was a kid, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And
But yeah, that lady that sings it, the alien lady, the blue one, that gets shot, and she like, oh shit! I just
she has the
spoiler alert.
Oh,
dude,
fuck.
Don't tell her what's inside.
Pause the movie while
Damn.
you're at it.
All right, but yeah, there's this Korean chick, and she sings it like perfectly, and it sounds really good. I was like, what the fuck? And there's like orchestra behind her playing, and it sounds really good. I forgot what it was called. It's just Fifth Element something.
Let's see that.
Put in
Blue
some
alien song or something.
alien. I don't even know.
Koreans are good at whatever they do. They're motivated. They'll like get it down.
Except for the guys in the north, they're not so motivated.
Kings of the North! They're just up there fucking being lame.
I think, like, so you know when you play video games and you have, like, your troops have morale? If you're playing, like, a giant, like, RTS, right? Like, imagine if all of a sudden the world was, like, a risk kind of game.
How do you get morale up in a game? Here, everyone, can of tuna.
No, you like, your sergeant's there, and he's a high-level sergeant because you've played many games before, so his troops underneath him have high morale. And then if he gets killed, their morale goes down, and they have a bigger chance of retreating. Right?
That's so probably. I bet people in games have even lower morale than like an actual person in the army or in the battle or whatever.
Oh, no doubt.
Because
man.
now they're worrying about bills and the stress they had at that job today, and they're playing the game like, oh fuck, man, I have to file those papers.
Wait, where are you going with this?
I'm just trying to take it down a different road.
I don't want to go down that road. That road's fucking got rapey people down it.
This road's a little rapey.
This road's a little. I got my rape whistle.
What's wrong with a little?
My grape whistle. Oh, I'm gonna tie you to a radiator. Hey kids, you wanna have some grapes?
The grapist.
Think about it. It'll be a great pitch for soda. The grapist. He'll just force grape juice down yourself.
Soda's a good idea for anything.
What?
You could force soda, any flavor of soda, probably to kids.
He probably could.
This is gamer fuel. Oh, it's really gamer fuel. Oh, this tastes like freaking piss.
This tastes like dirt. It literally is dirt. It's supposed to make you strong as stones.
Yeah, earth juice.
Squeezed directly from Mother Nature's stones.
Well, you went down that road.
Asphalt. You know, this tastes like the one time I fell off my bicycle when I was 13. Yep, exactly like it.
Just go face plant. You're just, a little bloody, a little bit of blood in there.
Right into a fence.
If it's a little chunky, it's a scabs.
Oh, dude, that's a little best. But fuck, what was I talking about?
I was going to say, we didn't want to go down that road, but we went down that road.
Dude, it was a slippery hill, man. We're on rollerblades. Once you start going, you can't go back up.
Took the wrong turn right down Rape Alley.
Rape Alley.
Yeah, well, I was totally on board until you started talking about Rape Alley, and then I was like...
Basically the same thing. But anyways, morale.
Rape Alley? Oh, morale, yeah.
Morale.
That's right. And you're in the game, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, like,
okay.
you know, imagine if North Korea and South Korea were like an RTS kind of game, like StarCraft, right? Like, North Korea's morale for their troops would be so low even though they seem like it's high right now, it's at max. But as soon as they get engaged in combat, it's just going to drop. So that's how I predict it. It's just going to go downhill fast.
There's Protoss right now, and North Korea's Zerglings. Zerg.
Yeah. South is like Protoss. North is like, I wouldn't even say Zerg. They're like primal Zerg. The ones before they became part of the Overmind.
They're like the orcs.
Yeah.
But
more wood?
Before World of Warcraft became crazy, it was Warcraft and it was like StarCraft.
Dude, that game was awesome.
Humans and goblins and elves, I think, or something.
Speaking about freaking RTS games, there's this one I've been kind of playing lately. It's called Foxhole. And it's between two factions, between the Wardens and the...
I bet it is
fucking... God damn it, dude. Why you always
got... I bet you would call it a packed Foxhole, dude.
What?
You find new games every day, don't you?
Yeah.
Damn.
They get you with the specials or something.
No, this one was free. It's a free game. Anyone can jump on.
It's free.
Well, it's free, and then the
game.
best part about it is it's a different kind of game. It's like imagine playing StarCraft, but you're the individual units for your team, and it's like you have to help your team build the base, build all the stuff to build up vehicles to fight the enemy team, and the map is persistent.
That's what you were talking about last time, right?
No.
You point and click.
What did I talk about this last time?
You're trying to be a commander or whatever.
You're trying to be a commander, but you're always leading everybody to their imminent deaths.
Oh, it was a different game. It was called...
Could have been.
Squad? Oh, shit. Squad, yeah.
Squad.
Yeah, two different games. And Squad, it's more of a first person. This one's more of like an over the top. Like you're looking down on top of your character, like the first Grand Theft Auto.
Got it.
Except like with really good graphics. Kind of like Diablo 2 is what it looks like. It's pretty dope. And it's a persistent war, so the server always stays the same. The only thing that changes is like the battlefield as you guys are destroying it or rebuilding it in whichever way you see fit. So if you're like, I need trenches here, and then those trenches get blown up and run over by tanks, and then the other team's like, well, we need trenches over there. Then
so is it just one person commanding everybody?
No. It's everybody doing everything, and then you can create little squadrons within your team. And I think it's like 50 or 60 versus 60. Damn. It's a pretty big war.
So is it set up kind of like Diablo then, where it's a little guy and you just click, and then where you click on the guy, then they just start attacking him?
No, you use your mouse and keyboard to like drag your mouse across to create like a crosshair movement. So like let's say you guys are in the middle of the screen and you click up at the top, it creates a line from your character to where your mouse is. And that's where your bullet will travel along that line. So, like, if there's enemies coming from that way, your guy's standing still stationary, and then you left click, and you drag. That's where your guy will be looking. So wherever you're dragging and looking, that's where his crosshair is going to be.
When you let go, it shoots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it depends. If you have an automatic machine gun, you click the other button, and it's just trying to mow down the enemy, dude.
Did you pick a mage? Or
no.
Medic?
He's a wizard, Harry.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Warlock.
He's a Harry wizard.
No, I'm usually
a warlock from Halloween Town.
I'm usually a fucking supply runner. So I'll go and like...
Of course.
A mule. I knew you would.
Dude, look,
anyway, the
listen
admin
to
can
me.
get sticks.
Everybody just fucking pack it in.
Yeah,
just pack it in. I will take it.
Just put as much of it you can in there.
The rest of the other guys, and then I'll bring it back.
See, this is why I do it.
This
Look,
flat. He's like, there's no hope.
It's a new hope, dude. This is why I do it, because everybody else is too fucking stupid to do it. Yeah, I apologize to all the other human beings on the planet, but there's actually a lot of good people on there. I changed my mind. But a lot of guys they can't go from point A to point B with a freaking fully loaded truck. All right, through enemy territory, dodging bullets. But I can. You want to know why, Brick?
Why?
Because Jesus is with me. Oh,
Jesus,
even in video games. I'm like that guy. I think it's in Black Hawk Down, where the Jeep like comes around a corner and it stops, and the dude shoots an RPG into the Jeep, and it like just gets lodged in the door. But he lives and like gets out and runs away, or whatever. Or I think he gets hit.
He slides out of there and he hits the ground. Yeah, it's like stuck in there. He's like, ugh.
Well, in my fucking scenario,
you are like him, huh?
in my scenario,
suck, dude. I don't know if that guy lived. Did he?
No, he died because it was stuck in him.
Is that you?
No,
like,
for me it would get stuck in the door and it would miss me, and then I'd get out, fucking with my 1911, take out the Terry, right? Pull pull the mortar shell out of my door, fucking throw it at him, and be like, "You owe me for repairs."
Explodes.
Fucking kills 3 of them because they were gonna come get their buddy.
Like toss Jake.
Get back in my
State
fucking
Farm.
truck. Yeah.
Thing down.
Throw a card. It's like, you're gonna need it, bitches.
Yeah.
You'll hear from me in 5 to 7 business days.
This isn't just some damage repair.
And I'll keep driving. Get to the front line. Black Hawk Down would have never even happened. They would have been like, "We need help." All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a big old freaking truck just... Get in. Get to the truck.
Get to the truck.
Get to the truck.
Doesn't sound right.
I wonder if they just... Do you think they just pull the door off?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
door
have
on,
a
just-
bunch of replacement parts.
I bet they're like the doors off the Volvos. Like, you know how the doors just kind of like sit on hinges?
Yeah.
I bet they're like that, just not bolted on, so you can just rip
Volkswagen,
them
too.
off.
Pull mush.
Just
Pull them up.
boom. You're
There's
good
a
to go,
guy that
dude.
came in my work, got that Paul Walker freaking
Tattoo?
Eclipse, the green one from first
hell
Fast
yeah.
and Furious. It's got Lambo doors. It opens up and shit. So weird.
Did you tell him he was
He's got
fucking
a,
awesome?
He's got a 10-second car, you mean?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty neat.
It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's pretty nice, you know. But even, there's a guy that came in, guy came into my work and did that.
Did what?
We were showing off his like cars, an old classic car and whatnot, and I was like,
Wrecked
yeah,
it?
I don't know. Come check out my car. Come look at it and stuff. And I just, I don't know. I don't get excited over it.
You don't get a boner over cars?
Not even that one. I mean, it's still kind of cool, and it's like
What was it?
nifty. Any clips and all the clips with Lambo doors. It
Oh,
was the
that
Paul
same
Walker
one?
style, with the same like looking design. You know, those same stickers.
Did you see that badass car I posted on my Snapchat? It was a yellow Element with Lambo doors welded on. All shitty, and they were like...
Did you
bent
say
fenders.
Element?
Yeah, Honda Element.
Like the fucking...
Like the square.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like what they did is
That's ridiculous.
they cut a rectangle out of the fender. Basically, just imagine...
Oh, so they would slide up that way. Oh, shit.
And they welded on, so like onto the fender support, they just welded on a giant bracket.
And those hinges aren't very sturdy, so they're wiggling from left to right when
Yeah.
you open them.
It was... Yeah, and the fender
Was it
all...
catching?
Yeah.
Oh.
The fender was all bent out of shape. The door was all scratched up, and he's like, "I just need you guys to just make it look better." I'm like, "Dude, this is pathetic. This is literally stupid. It's like working on a junkyard car. Here's a $500
the
to
best.
fix this junkyard car. Well, where's it going after I'm done with it? Well, right back onto the pile." It's like, all right, fuck.
I'm gonna sell it to the junkyard. I just wanted to maybe get a little bit more money.
Yeah.
In the junkyard for okay.
How much do you want before we get painted? 200. How much do you want after? 200.
210.
I guess that seems like a fucking deal I'm willing to go with.
Maybe like the guy from Jeopardy or whatever, or is it The Price is Right? He's like 1,000, 1,001.
You mean-
name the price?
It'd be like fucking Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Would you want a brand new boat or a mystery box? Let's go with the mystery box. There might be a brand new boat in there. Fucking silliness, dude.
We don't. I like silliness, I guess.
That's disgusting.
You
That's
like
a
silliness?
new word that fucking kids are coming up with nowadays.
Silly. Have you heard some of the dude? Some of the times I hear stuff, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They just basically cut all
Like
the ending
fidget
off.
spinners?
Like, oh, I barely.
Oh,
I didn't
fuck.
get that for a while. I guess people are stressed out, so they spin them. They're kind of interesting. But
Yeah,
then people
I
are
heard.
always like, "Oh, that's lit," or or like,
Tilted?
no, they'll say totes.
Tilted is going to be a
Like
new
that-
one, so you better
dude,
get ready
tote,
for that one.
Dude, tote. It's supposed to be like
Tote.
totally.
Tote.
Totes, dude, totes.
Tote.
Fucking
Just
stupid.
like taking them off. It was like when we
Did
were
you-
skateboarding, dude. It went from like a 360 kickflip to
Tray flip.
360 flip, and then 360 flip, then tray flip.
Did you
Now
hear
it's
about
just
the 5,000 spinners that were ordered to go straight to North Korea
no?
to calm down the population?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
They
dude.
ordered it for themselves.
Yeah. This is why I'm going to be on
Jeez,
fucking The Onion, because I'm so totally full of shit all the time. And it's believable as fuck.
I could have easily believed that. To be
Yeah.
honest, some random order or whatever.
Why don't we start a
Petition?
Patreon for it?
Patreon? That would be neat.
They come out of nowhere. They all of a sudden just control. It's like mind control devices. Everyone now wants them. It's probably came from
You know what
North
would be
Korea.
even-
They're probably exporting it, dude. That's
You know
how
what would
they
be even
survive.
better is
It's
if we got the 5,000 spinners and we put them in a package that looks kind of like a
Kim Jong Un.
no, like a spherical shaped thing with like a fin at the end, right? And we'd fly
Like
it
a
over
fish.
in an old, like a fish kind of thing, and we'd probably paint like shark teeth on it, and we'd fly it over the country in a B-52 bomber, to drop it off, right? Because you can't drive it in there with like a parachute because we don't want the merchandise to get damaged.
The Trojan?
We can wrap it in a giant Trojan.
No, Trojan from
It won't break.
From Troy.
I'm trying to say something that look like a big old nuke to scare everybody, but it would just be a bunch of spinners.
It's like zzz,
But apparently, my freaking
what's that sound?
we actually put it on our forehead.
Do you have one?
What, a spinner?
Yeah, fidget spinner.
No. Dude, do I look like a fucking
What's a fidget?
douche?
So fidget is that's like a trigger word, right? So like when you have
fidget
ADD,
is-
you're fidgeting.
Yeah.
When you have an outburst, is
Dude,
that
you're
right?
triggering me right now. You're triggering me.
Don't trigger him, dude.
Dude, a fidget is a trigger.
You know what happens when you
When you have
trigger him?
ADD, I'm triggered. Like that's why I have to have a fidget.
I don't
Talk
know.
to me.
I just can't believe him. Like,
Me, there's like
bearings.
bracelets
Go
and shit.
go to fucking
Yeah.
Zoomies. Buy yourself a case of bearings. You want to make $1 million? Put some plastic around it and spin it.
It calms
Sell
you
it
down.
to everybody for fucking $20.
Those actually were kind of calming. Like back when we were sticking skateboards together, like I'd just hold the bearing with the wheel, like smashed into it, and just like and spin the
Yeah,
wheel
but
around.
you don't do it because you can't have your phone out. You know.
That's true. I did it because I thought it was fucking cool, and the bearing would go forever.
Oh, that's what they use it for. So when you can't have your phone out.
Well, that's what I'm assuming. You know.
Oh, take your
Like-
thumb. Oh, it's like. zzz.
Do something because you can't look at your phone because you're waiting for messages.
See,
Or some shit. I don't know.
I'm thinking about building a temple. It's going to be called the phone free temple.
Fidget
and
spinner?
Basically, like people go in there. No fidget spinners. You go in there and you leave your phone in a locker, and then you go into this temple that you try to meditate away your fucking bullshit phone aneurysms that you
Two-way
get.
locker. Someone puts it in there, shuts the door from the backside. Someone opens it
Make
up.
sure you unlock it before you put it in there, ma'am. Admir's on the other side.
Ooh, nice pictures. Upload these to my new hub.
You just smash it. You just have a key to all of them. You just smash all their phones. When they come back, the phone just smashed. What the fuck?
Sorry, I needed
You're
to get
about
that
to-
SIM
this
card.
is your new life. Isn't that what you wanted?
It's like that. I think it was in Italy, dude. They had a booth where it was like, put your phone in the hole, and people would put their phone into there, and it would close, dude, and it would close up, and the people, what the fuck? And then on the other side, a person, like, it would light up, and there was a guy inside the booth, and they couldn't get into the booth, and the dude would hold their phone up, put it down on the table, and like take a bandsaw and like cut their phone in half, and like smash their phone, stick their phones in water, and then he'd be like, put their phone back in a box, close it up, put the box back down, and the booth would go black, and then the little hole would open back up, and that box that he gave them would be there, and they'd go open it up, and it's a brand new phone.
So they give them the new one.
They gave them their old phone plus a brand new one.
Because I feel like they'd probably get sued or something. And
Yeah.
they use the video if they did that.
And people are just like
They fucking
freaking out,
ruined my
like
life. I
smashing
made
on the
fun of
window,
it.
like, not my phone, all my porn is out there.
Wow.
I'd still be kind of upset.
I think
Had
I'd be
things
like,
on there.
you know what? I'd just be like, you
It
know
needed to be seen.
what? I think it's time. That's what I'd say. Because I feel like, have you ever watched Toy Story?
Who has
Which one?
Fucking any of them, doesn't matter. The point of the thing is just this Toy Story. They're real things, okay? Like beer cans or beer bottles. They're real until you break their skull open and drink out their insides, and then they die.
Suck down their essence.
Hey, human, I haven't chosen.
It's like that hot dog movie.
Yeah,
I like that movie. Where it's not hot dog. What's it?
And that's-
Sausage Party or whatever.
Sausage Fest.
It's good for a cartoon.
Yeah, it is. I thought it was great.
Sausage Fest. Would you go to Beer Fest?
When is that? Is that here in Utah? Like a wannabe Oktoberfest?
No, they do Beer Fest. I want to say it's coming up, but they do one, but it's a low alcohol one. And a lot of people just drive up to Idaho and go to Idaho's Beer Fest because it's a little more. Dude, fucking.
Why don't we just start a petition to get fucking real
Do
beer
you know how much
here?
money Utah makes off of selling alcohol through the state like that? DO, whatever.
Shit beer?
Whatever. Yeah, guess how much money the alcohol, just the liquor store made for Thanksgiving?
A lot.
$3.3 million. Guess how much annually they make? It's like $376 million.
Wow.
Fucking shitload of money,
That's
dude, just from
ridiculous.
the store. And they had to do with they had some kind of story on them because they were missing a shitload of money. And the only reason they were missing a shitload of money is because they're back ordered. They actually haven't done the paperwork and stuff, and so they have accounted for. They're just so far behind.
That's
so
what they
technically,
say.
it makes even more money. So Fucking
Because
crazy.
the
It's crazy how much
grocery
money's
stores
in there.
can't sell them here. Sell
Yeah,
alcohol
their water
here.
beer, you know.
Water
That's
beer.
Fucking ridiculous.
I think it's really dumb that they can't. It makes me... Dude, like, you know those fucking wine cooler things I bought?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I drank like a 6-pack the other day and it didn't do nothing.
Oh, from the store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, these are like juice.
Because the real one, they got like 6 point something, you know, and yeah, but the ones at the store, seriously, everything there, it gives me like either headache or I'm definitely full before I'm drunk.
Yeah.
At all, for sure.
No, for real, dude. No, I was just like, damn, I'm gonna need to go pick up some real ones. Probably gonna go do that tomorrow and pick up some real drinks.
Which
you
is
know,
crazy,
get a little
too, 'cause
tipsy. What up?
If you freaking don't get it in time, too, that shit's closed on Sunday.
Yeah.
So there's no alcohol sales. It's so crazy.
It's shitty, dude. Fucking God.
But then-
damn it.
Well, I guess
Why
people are
can't
crazy
Amazon
now.
send me
They're starting
liquor?
to ban alcohol in the lakes and stuff. So
Oh, like-
Causey, Pineview, you can't have
What?
any alcohol on the beaches. Yeah,
Yeah, you're not allowed to
around
drink on the beach
Not
or
even-
anywhere.
Even on
Not
the
even
water,
beer?
yeah. So
Nothing.
if you're even on the boat, I don't think you can have beers on the boats and stuff.
Wow.
Fuck that. They can't tell you what to do on your boat. It's Castle Carry, dude.
Fuck that.
They're like, this is open water. They're like, no, it's Pineview Lake. Like maritime law.
fucking pirate
It's
him.
like, God damn it.
Does that guy have a fucking crossbow?
Yeah, this guy's he's like he's just in like a normal standard metal speeding boat, you know, or fishing boat. The guy just pull up kind of slowly next to him. Sir,
Stop your boat.
This is
He's just
not-
got a troll motor.
yeah, this is not open water. You can't stop me. I do what I want.
I'm a
And
fucking
he's naked.
Somalian
He's naked.
pirate.
Yeah.
If he could catch me.
Have you seen those Somalian pirates, dude?
Yeah, dude, they're fucking awesome. If I could do that'd be, you know.
That's what you have to do. Dude. You should do that here. That would be more scary. You just come out in some weird metal tin boat with weird nets and shit, and they got beat up AKs, and you just got freaking bandanas all over. You look fucking hungry. You're just like,
You got the
like,
Jolly
what's going
Roger
on?
flying.
It's like, and you're just like, you get that feeling by the way the boat's coming out. You're like, they're coming for us. It's like,
Slowly raising the
la
jolly.
la la la. la. What the fuck? They're speaking a different language. No, that's the noise my gun makes. La 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 la. If you don't fucking move, it's like, oh shit. It's like, dude, these guys are talking with a weird accent. We're pirates.
It's a good day to be a pirate.
That one's dressed up like fucking Captain Jack Sparrow.
It actually is Captain Jack Sparrow. I bought him for the day.
He's like, yeah. So be quick. He's fucking, hey.
So be quick.
I wonder how that would go if he would do that. If you hired imitation Jack Sparrow or something, and you're like, "Hey, you mind coming to a couple of things with me real quick?" Yeah, like a couple of events. We're having a party on a boat. Yeah, for sure.
It's
Love to make appearances. Next thing you know, it's like, why are you getting really close to this boat? It's like,
Stay in character. That's what I'm paying you for, fool.
Yeah, it's part of the act. It's part of the act. You do it actually out in the ocean. You get Jack Sparrow with you. You rob a big boat. He's walking around. He's like, "This is a pirate, Captain." He's like, la, 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 walking around pretending to be Jack Sparrow, and it's like nobody will ever believe
you
that.
almost caught Jack Sparrow.
It's a prank. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank.
It's like, hey, we know you. Oh, but you know me.
I think you know me.
Well, who would believe them? Well, we were robbed by Jack Sparrow and his pirates. Okay, these guys are crazy. What'd you do with the loot? What'd you do with all the fancy cars in the boat? I'm telling you, we got robbed by Jack Sparrow and a bunch of pirates on a little boat. And they took our ship.
It wasn't the best Jack Sparrow.
How they got cars on it, I don't know.
It'd be cool to do a real heist if you could do something like that. That'd be some Joker shit, you know?
Dude, if I was going to do it, I'd do it and be like, all right, guys, we're all going to dress up like clowns. Straight up clowns. So it's like, we were robbed by a bunch of clowns. No one's going to
Juggalo,
fucking believe you, dude.
Yeah, they will.
I bet that's what the first group of, like, bank heist dudes were thinking when they came in with clown masks. It's like, dude, when the cops come in and ask for the report, they're going to be like, it was just a bunch of clowns in here robbing us.
We're so clever.
But everybody just like a clown walking into the bank. Everybody's like, all right, guys, fucking follow my lead. Pulls the clown mask on, walks in. Right as he walks in, some guy standing in the aisle just fucking shoots him. Doof. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Not again. Every time I see a clown, I fucking kill him. It's like, oh shit, dude. Just the whole thing goes down. We're just playing. It's a prank, bro.
Just some random dude shoots me.
Yeah, dude, people
because
don't
I'm
like
dressed up.
clowns. So they'd be scared of you.
Why do you gotta always fucking be against me?
Because I got to be devil's advocate, dude, for this.
You know what? I'm just gonna pack up my fucking microphone. Just kidding. No, I really like being the star of the show. So fuck you.
Keep going.
No.
What's your next one?
What do you mean? My next skit.
Yeah.
Besides being a fucking pirate and a clown and I forgot what
I'm
else.
surprised the pirate didn't turn into some kind of butt pirate.
Dude. All right, we're going to just not go there because you always fucking take it down that road, man.
Oh,
the uncomfortable. The way it gets uncomfortable.
I feel like if you were the lottery of people, you know, like there's that 1% of a percent of a percent of a percent chance of us going down the fucking bad alleyway.
Rape alley?
Rape alley, fucking talking about butts or whatever. You're the dude that's going to take us down there. You're the Jack Sparrow of Rape Alley, dude.
I get you
You're
just
the
saying loud and
Jesus
clear.
that takes the wheel.
Yeah.
You're calling me 1 in a million.
There's a big...
a 1 in a gazillion chance.
Gazillion. I don't even know if there's a real number, but take a 1,
It is.
put like 30 million zeros behind
Google
it.
zillion.
Gajillion.
Google.
100 million Googles. I think that's a real number.
That's so much if you think about it, because I heard a saying it was if you did 1 million seconds, it's 21 days or something. But if you were to do 1 billion seconds, it's closer to like 30 years.
That sounds like a fucking...
So that's how that's the difference from
horse shit.
from 1 million to 1 billion, because it's 100 millions. It's 1 billion. You know what I'm saying?
100 millions is a... Wait. Damn. Mind blown. Mind freak.
Because like we can't even really like handle numbers and shit. Like,
What are numbers?
What are
what is
books?
math? I knew we were fucking clowns, dude. God damn it.
Walk out of the room.
I wonder why people don't like clowns.
Because of it, dude.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, they're weird and stuff. But I see the
You want to know what would be
Fun
the
in it, I
creepiest
guess.
It's in the
thing?
fucking job description.
You got to be a creepy dude that lives in a fucking trailer.
or you could live in a weird house and bury kids under your floorboards, like fucking John Wayne Gacy.
Like who?
John Wayne Gacy. He's a
Where
guy-
did he live?
He lived, I don't even know where, some place, Tennessee or some shit. I don't even know. But he dressed up like a clown all the time and went to like events and shit, and freaking, yeah, most of the kids killed him.
That's why
Did
people
all
hate
kinds
clowns.
of crazy shit. There's a freaking guy who wrote a song about it. It's so weird. He just talks about, it's like a basically an acoustic song. And you're just listening to it, and it's funny that I like to slip it in sometimes. My cousin did it one time to us.
I love just slipping it in sometimes.
And you just start be listening, you just hear it slip in, and it just basically talks like that. He's like, basically just talks about you, basically molesting a child and stuff.
Why
He's
you
like, he
always
runs
gotta-
his hands down far, and it's like, oh, dude, it's like,
I don't even want to know why you know that lyric.
he's like, and he touched them. He's like, the children, or like, he's like, oh, the children, or it's crazy.
Can we just talk about Katy Perry now?
Let's do it.
All right.
Dude, Katy Perry likes clowns.
I think the reason people hate clowns, and I hate clowns, I don't really hate them. If I see them, I could just casually turn around and walk in the opposite direction of the threat. But that's what they taught me in Ranger School.
Make me nervous.
Yeah.
I kind of like how they're making a resurgence.
Aren't they making another It movie?
Mm-hmm.
Is it finished already, isn't it? Or
I don't know. I've been out of the loop. I've been in a cryostasis tube.
playing?
By cryostasis
How was
tube,
that,
I
by
mean
the way?
just- Well, it hurt my eyes a lot because it froze them.
Could you feel?
Yes, I felt everything. The doctors didn't think I could, but I could. It was traumatizing. The stuff they did to me.
Can you feel?
I bet you
scared
can't
me.
feel this.
It'd probably be like Kill Bill. Have you seen Kill Bill, the first one?
I think I have, but it was so long ago, my brain just...
She's like in a coma or whatever. When she wakes up in the coma, she finds out that the guy, like some nurse who's been in the place where she's been in the coma, the nurse has been charging people to come, like, fuck her while she's been laying there in the coma. And he's like, yeah, man. And he's like, no, absolutely no hitting her, no biting, no damage of any kind. And he's like, in here, in case she gets dry. And he fucking tosses her like a thing of like Vaseline or whatever. And that's been, because you hear that part, and then the guy like tries to climb on top of her, but she's been waking up, and she like fucking bites off his tongue.
That's a good movie.
It's fucking cool. She ends up then smashing his head into the door, like squishing it. Spoiler alert, but kills that dude.
Who, the nurse or the dude that's paying for the
Both.
service?
The dude that paid for it, she's a patient, and she actually came too. So she was no longer in a coma. Well, yeah, she does kill that guy too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Takes his pussy wagon.
He drives a pussy wagon, yeah.
Damn, dude.
Dude, Tarantino can do whatever he wants when he fucking
Yep.
writes movies. I found the Pulp Fiction screenplay at the DI. Bought that shit. It was like $1. And it is pretty much word for word with what the movie is. When it says like what they're doing, what they're wearing, what they're saying, it pretty much comes off exactly the same way. Instead of
That's the best way to make a movie from a book.
It's crazy, but it's like this whole. It's like just watching the screenplay or whatever. But it says enters, Bruce Willis, no shirt, blah blah blah, this and whatever. And it's what the fuck? And it's exactly the same way. And I always thought that was kind of interesting because usually a director, I guess he's the writer, director, all that stuff, kind of fudge it up a little bit, add their twist to it.
No, it sticks to the script.
Yeah, and goes through, I guess, whatever ideas they want to try and do, and stuff. But literally, because I always heard, too, that the way he does it, he would just film, and then if he thought he got it, it was done. Like, we got it, one take sometimes, we got it. And now I believe him when I see that shit because it's pretty much written out. He's seen it in his head a million times. He set it up. All right, got it.
Imagine the movies he hasn't made.
There's probably a lot.
Ridiculous.
The one movie I would really like them to make is Red Rising from the book to make it into a movie because I read all three, the entire trilogy.
Red Rising.
Yeah, so I'd like that to be made into a movie. It's kind of like, imagine, what's the Hunger Games? Imagine the Hunger Games in space with aliens and different races of people, but everybody's human. So there's red people, there's pink people, brown people,
so
black
it's a race
people.
wars.
Not in a sense. And then there's like obsidian people, there's pink people, and then there's silvers, blues, and golds. And like when you're born with like I want to assume they're born with like regular skin tone, except they have like tattoos, which are their colors of their race.
It's like
and then they have like emblems,
like gold diggers.
And then they have like.
Tell me, there's people of solid gold.
No, they're like imagine like a regular person with gold hair, gold eyes, and then they have like fuck, I forgot what they were called.
Gold skin.
Not gold skin, but
Bracelets.
Not bracelets. It's like embedded in their skin.
Microchips.
No.
Bones.
No.
Rocks.
Kind of like a rock, like a gem.
Atoms.
I was gonna keep naming
Like a tattoo.
Stuff.
Imagine like a
Blinds. Microphones.
You're just like
Pop can tops.
Completely off topic. You're just hubcaps.
Probably spare change.
But so like that's what they look like, and then the red people are like the miners, the people work in the dirt, and it's one of them rising up and trying to like start a revolution, basically.
He doesn't want to be a dirt worker.
Well, they're lied to their whole lives. I don't want to ruin it.
This symbolizing something, dude.
The gold people are like repressing everybody, and they're like, "Yeah, she'll work for me." Imagine Rome.
Dude, it sounds like something right now. It's pretty much, the book Animal Farm. Had they used the animals taking over the farm to describe communism.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're trying to say? This is trying to describe race wars right now at our political scene? Yes, no?
No, it's completely different than that. But I'd like that book be made into a movie because, I don't know, it's the first time I ever actually read a fucking complete trilogy. It's like, who the fuck does that? I questioned my existence after I finished. I was like, am I real? Is this real life? Did I just read a trilogy? In 3 weeks? 1 book per week.
Did you read it or did you listen to it?
Fucking listen to it.
All right.
I thought he was going to say.
What do I look like?
have
A
it, ladies and
fucking
gentlemen?
genius?
I bet that has picture book. How else would he know? Look. He
It
probably
has
just flipped
the
here we
prettiest
go.
colors. But the movie
You
I
should
want to
see
see,
the gold hair.
the movie I want to see made,
Don't say Batman.
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Are they making a Red Dead Redemption?
They're making a part 2, part Dukes.
Oh, the game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you said movie. I can't wait
That's
for
what I'm saying. If they made a movie of it,
Oh, yeah. That would be cool.
Do you think, because was Hardcore Henry supposed to be like Grand Theft Auto?
no, it was first person. I think it's just like overall video game ish. Ass kicking.
Hardcore Henry?
Yeah, you remember that?
That movie was so dumb.
It was kind of cool.
Stupid.
It was weird. I was like, this is weird.
I thought it was the concept, the fucking way it was done, the way people got murdered. It was just stupid. It just felt like people were waiting to get killed.
Yeah.
They were waiting to die. It's like,
When you play those shit games at the arcade, we have like the laser, like
and they like pop up.
yeah, they roll into the screen like this.
Yeah.
Side tilt. Totally cheesy.
You're talking about the one where you get like where the
You get one, like, person gets a red gun, the other one gets a blue gun.
Yeah.
And you're both freaking Time Splinters. Can that be tight? Time Splinters is a cool game.
Time Splinters is a
But you
dope-ass
play,
game.
like, some weird wannabe Resident Evil game. And the guy's like, or, like, wannabe freaking police game where they're, like, bad guys. And they have, like, all of them have
like
sunglasses
Time
on.
Force or something.
Yeah, all
All of
of
them
them.
have shades on. I can't see in this building.
I can't see shit. It's
Like
too
they're,
dark in
it's
here.
how do you know if they're bad guys? It's like in training and shit. Look for the sunglasses.
They're wearing sunglasses
Aye, aye.
and hoodies. They're bad guys. Or giant gorillas. It's also a bad guy. Shoot that. What if that gorilla, Harambe, was actually
R.I.P.
like, hey, I've got a human down here. Let me bring him to you. Hey, here's the... What if he was trying to help? And people just panicked.
I wonder if, I mean, it would have been cool if they would have just left him. They're like, let me out of here.
I got a hostage.
You're like, you belong to the zoo now. You're a caged animal at this point.
Oh, dude, that'd be funny. And he raises up. They're like, this is our one and only opportunity to have a real-life Tarzan grow up in the zoo.
I
Rise,
wonder
my
what would
son.
happen. They should totally do shit like that.
What?
Yeah, if that guy fell in.
What?
He fell in, dude. Fuck him.
You feel it? This is Darwin's award, and you've just won it, boy.
Instead, they like, there's a dead baby and a dead gorilla.
I think the gorilla
but
wasn't
he
doing
could
anything to him, was he?
Wait,
He
yeah,
could
was
bridge
it
the language barrier between gorillas and man.
And then that's when Planet of the Apes starts.
Yep. You didn't see that coming.
Did you?
Yeah, I've watched the movie.
Did he hurt the baby?
I don't
No.
know. I thought it was dead, wasn't it?
It was hungry. Put him on the nip. Fed him.
I think that's what Harambe was trying to do. He's like, let me teach you the ways of my... Ow. Oh, you got me. It really freaking hurt.
I wonder, do you think they... I bet it... I don't know. They all said it was going to attack it or whatever. If it would have been my baby, I would have probably shot the gorilla, you know? But, like, at the same time...
How do you let your baby fall into a gorilla
Yeah,
pit?
it's like, really, at that point, you're kind of like, what the fuck? It's almost as if you're in the jungle and you're in front of a gorilla and all of a sudden, oh my god, my baby's in front of a gorilla.
Kill all the
you're
gorillas.
fucked up, you know?
Why'd you take your kid into the rainforest?
And not an AK-47. That's what I want to know.
Especially with, I mean, or it's like the same with if it was a snake pit or a spider thing, you know, or automatically humans are like, whoa, snake, you know, or whatever, fucking off put by the spider or snake.
You know, that's one thing that really pisses me off in movies is when they're like, they drop a person into a snake pit to die, and the only thing in there is pythons.
I'm like,
And they're like, pythons are biting him, and he's like, ugh, dying of, like, being venomized, and it's just, his face gets all puffy, and it's like, dude, those are pythons, dude.
Not
They
venomous.
don't, yeah, like, they can't do that to you. It's like, now if it was like a pit full of, like, black mambas, or, like, diamondback rattlesnakes, or something, I think he'd still be alive for a minute, maybe.
starts throwing up and shit.
Oh, God.
Probably like 10
They probably
seconds
just
max.
keep stinging
What?
him.
In a ring, biting him.
Oh,
What is
In a
it's
black
true, yeah.
mamba cage.
In a black, I think he'd be in there for 15 minutes.
No, fuck no. Did you
You
get
don't
bit
think
by
so?
one, you're done in 10 minutes. You get bit by 6 of them, you're
You know, you're
fucked.
I just
panicking,
feel like
your
done.
blood starts pumping up your heart and just poison just rushes right up your freaking
Yeah,
leg.
like that, I feel like that's like a humane way of killing someone. Throw them into a
Pit
pit
of
of like,
snakes.
into a pit of. Think
Oh man,
about it,
imagine
though.
that. You're on death row and they just bring you into a little box and like, all right, release the snakes.
And they all just come slithering in
It's in
slowly.
the middle of the
One at a time. Oh, fuck.
That would be creepy if they like laid you down into a room that's like 15 feet wide, like in all directions, and they had you tied down in the center. And they're like, release the snakes, and they come out of like little holes in the walls that you could see them slithering towards you. Like you're just like, oh fuck! Ah.
People
But, like,
start stomping them and just trying to survive. I wonder if
No, you can't stop. They got you tied down to the floor with your arms spread open and your legs spread open, butt naked. You got a little Adam's leaf covering your junk.
Might as well do it
That's
like a freaking real evil genius. Right at the courtroom, right when he's like, guilty, bangs the thing. No, fucking trapdoor. Into the pit of snakes. Next.
A monitor comes up on the side of the wall.
Oh, yeah. New on Snake Pit. Looking for $5.95. Watch one guy almost survive.
He falls in there. He's like, gets close to the door.
He bites back. You want to bite me, Snake?
The bailiff accidentally fell in with him.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this.
He's like, I got one bullet left. And he uses it on himself.
Instead of using
guy's
it
in
on
there,
himself,
"No,
he takes
no."
another snake with him.
So, Dude, that would be the worst. Because I wonder if in a pit of snakes, if it was similar to the one on planet Earth with the iguanas, where they get up
They
out
all
of the ground,
just,
start running, they all
swarm up on
just swarm that shit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I doubt it because I don't think they see you as a meal. I think they see you more as like a nuisance.
That's why you don't feed
Like,
them for
I
a
was
few
just
weeks.
napping here and this fucking human lands on my head.
That's why I heard with the babies, they're always way more venomous because they don't know, and so they're scared, and they'll just dump all their venom. When adults, a lot of times when they see humans and stuff, or bigger animals, they'll just sting them to be like, back up, bitch, and so they don't dump it all
Bite 'em.
because...
I thought that was spiders.
Well, I think a snake will do it because that way if they dump all their venom, then they're screwed, and so they'll just do a little hit.
I think they both
back
do
up.
it. Spiders, scorpions, and snakes. The adults release small amounts of toxins.
Damn, that would be so scary, though.
What do you call a group of scorpions?
I don't know.
Scorpii.
Fucking useless, dude.
Scorpii.
Just kidding. Remember your scorpion versus tarantula, dude?
Yeah. My scorpion survived that, right?
Yeah,
He did.
I think it killed it, didn't it? It went up to it and just pinched its arm off or whatever.
No, the scorpion, it pinched the spider's leg, broke his leg, and it stung him in the leg. And he had 3 numb legs on one side and a broken leg on the other.
Dude, I can't believe that shit.
Damn, dude.
But it
my
didn't.
God.
His spider didn't do shit.
Dude,
Because it has no venom.
look at you. Last week we were talking about how you released a goldfish into the freaking
You,
pond.
you freaking forced me to do it. Had a BB gun to the back of my head. And go, bitch, before I fucking buzzed a cap in your ass.
It's gone.
And I'm like,
Do it.
technically, if you'd be busting me anywhere, you'd be busting it in the back of my head, not in my ass. So let's be politically
I
correct
couldn't
here.
tell the difference.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
no
I
cap.
couldn't tell the difference between your head and your ass. They both look the same.
Punking your ass like a cereal bullet. I read that today. Some guy loaded a fucking shotgun shell full of cereal.
And shot his friend or
Fucking shot
something.
his friend. Do that with you. Fucking, you want the Cocoa Puffs, huh? Huh? Or one of those Reese Pieces, huh? I'm rubbing my gut, training day style, Basically, when he's like, oh, would you tell me over there? Did you tell me to suck your dick or whatever? It's like, you tell me I'm going to put it in there? Rubbing my guns.
Fucking A.
Open your mouth. And you're like, no. It's like,
Drink the milk.
not bad. It's like,
It's not bad at all.
this milk tastes a little funny. It's almond. I'm looking out for you.
It's healthy. It's like a Nerf gun that shoots cereal bullets. Dink, dink, dink. It's like a full meal all day.
Space meal. Just
Dude, there you go.
vibing.
We can start ourselves a Willy Wonka factory, and we'll just make Nerf edible candies,
Nerf food.
Yeah.
and you just feed them to your enemy. I hope you feel better. Thanks, I feel a lot better. I hope you feel better.
Kid's not
that
eating.
lasagna?
It's like shoot him in the face with the food gun. It's like fucking, I said eat, fucker. I love cheese. It's like
Timmy didn't like spinach before we got the spinach gun. Now he loves eating spinach.
no. Dude, we better keep these on the down low. If anyone hears this idea,
Yeah.
because they make alcohol ones. Put a little shot, get a squirt of a shot in there.
Yeah, they also make the fly shotguns. You ever see those?
Oh, with the salt.
Yeah, the salt-
those are
salt
pretty tight,
guns.
Yeah.
That's how I salt my steaks.
They used to have all kinds of cool stuff. You ever the potato gun where you
Those are deadly.
stick it in the potato and pull it out? Not the cannon one, but the one where you stick the tip in and you pull a little piece of potato off.
What?
Yeah, and you squish it and it fucking shoots the potato like a BB. Pieces of the potato because it's hard. You can stick it into whatever. It's and you pull it back and you shoot it.
Fucking people, dude, coming up with weapons just constantly. What's the way we can inflict damage, but not a lot of damage, but just enough to piss them off? Well, we can make a potato gun that shoots potato wedges.
Yeah, it's like,
That'd be pretty sweet. Like boiled potatoes? No, just raw right under the ground.
we ever watch What Could Go Wrong threads on Reddit or whatever?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
freaking.
I love watching those ones. Some of the people, I watched some guy, some bank robbers, run in the guy's a stick. Runs up and leans kind of close by the table, and the guy just swings it back across, knocks the dude out, and he falls down. And the other dude tries to kind of back up and go out of there, but another guy's coming through the front door with a chair and just but it's like a bar stool chair, metal one,
Oh,
He's
fuck.
fucking, yeah, stabbing him with it, stabbing the other dude with it, and the other guy comes around the thing with the bat, and I'm just oh my god.
Fucking brutal, dude.
Turns into a
Start
wrestling
beating the
match.
shit
I
out. I'm
just
like,
take
why would you
those-
rob anything with a stick, dude? I'm like, because these guys just got bigger sticks and they fucking beat you.
Yeah, it's a primal thing. I just take those what could go wrongs as lessons in life. It's
Oh,
like,
dude, so-
let's see, which one of these things would I attempt? What could go wrong sliding down a hill? I'd probably see myself doing that. All right, never doing that ever again. Never thinking about it. Next thing. All right.
Most of those, I'm always like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like, I've seen some people sliding down a glass building. So,
and they fall off?
Yeah, and right, but the piece that they fall off of once they get cooking, Jackie Chan style, on a steep thing, there's a gap, and there's like a set of maybe 10 oversized steps that you would maybe sit on, and instead of like kind of walking on, so it might be big steps for you to walk up on. And so it ends off into those. So when they come sliding off them, they just land on them and fucking basically fold up into pieces.
Oh, man.
Laying there knocked out, fucking basically dead, I'm like, what did they think was going to happen? Like, even if you were to come off, slide on your butt perfectly off, you would land with your feet on the stairs like you're going downstairs. You'd be like, fucking breaking ankles and stuff.
Breaking wrists.
Yeah, and your back and everything. But what did you think was going to happen? It's yeah.
Did you see the one with that girl jumps off the fucking ledge thinking she's falling into into a pool of water, but it's really like a 12-foot drop onto a staircase?
No.
What?
Yeah, she's like...
How do you mistake?
Because from a distance, so like, if you imagine like a ledge, right, and it's like a fenced ledge, from in the distance you could see like water, like a thing, like a lake or something, and then closer to them this way, she thought it was like a little creek, but what it really was a staircase going down this way and the back that way, and she just kind of came from off camera from the left and just like jumped over the ledge thinking she was going to fall into water, but it was a 12-foot drop right into a staircase. The guy like looks over the ledge and she's laying down there like, I'm okay. And everyone's like, you're probably not okay.
You're probably dead.
Probably.
There's so many of those fucking... I always wonder if,
Onto a concrete staircase, dude.
Like, I wonder if the people filming it were just kind of like, yeah.
Should we tell her about this?
Yeah, do it, man, or... Because at some point... Because I remember we were with some of our friends and they were like jumping off a roof. We were filming it and stuff. I'm like, dude, I gotta film you guys fucking do this because you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. No. So I wonder if that's like the same way. There's like, no, hell no. Or if they just slyly pull up the phone. Do it. You got it.
You can do it. That's why I think people should remove caution signs from everything. Like, oh, you just bought a cup of hot boiling coffee? You're not going to spill that on you, are you?
Chug. All the employees just start singing. Chug. All right, I guess so.
Death.
It's kind of survival of the fittest, but what do they call that? Thinning out the herd or the... maybe it is survival of the fittest type of thing. Because I watched one where this guy was like, well, this guy just got welcomed to Earth, and he jumps off his pretty much like 2 or 3 level house onto a trampoline, and he just fucking blows out. It's like, and he just goes, looks like he just goes straight to the ground. It's like, boom! And he's like flattens out on the ground once it hits it, and he like rolls out from underneath the fucking trampoline, and looks like he's like fucking looking at the Earth, like his first time seeing it because he's completely out of it. Anyway, I see that caption. I'm like, God, it really. I mean, at that same point, I don't want to be rude or nothing, but it was like, beside that, what was the contributing factor, because you get to a point where it's like that Bill Burr joke. Where he's like, we need to have a thing where the top 25% of the people get to live, and the bottom 75% just walks into the ocean. And he's like, in every profession, he's like, I'll do that if I'm not top 25% of the comedians in the world. I'll be taking that walk, walking into the ocean.
What do you mean, like walking in there permanently and not coming back out?
Yeah, so that there's less people on the Earth. He's like, would I have to feel guilty? Because some fire just killed all these people I don't normally know. Or I see maybe stuck on the road, or he's like, if they all die in a horrible fire. Would I have to sit there and feel bad while I'm flying through the Lincoln Tunnel with not a traffic of cars in sight? It's like all the people that I usually normally get stuck by that I don't know. It's like, damn, you get to be that point too.
That's one thing I do wish would happen, where cars would have like an AI in there that would give you a ticket for doing stupid shit. Like, hey man, I understand you got to answer your text message, like your mom's texting you, she's worried. I understand you got to reply back to her. But, dude, you're sitting there on your fucking phone in traffic, causing more traffic because you got to talk to your girlfriend that you're going to be back. And it's like, dude, here's a $300 ticket. Prints it right out of your fucking VHS machine thingy, whatever you got in your fucking car.
Take points off your license.
Yeah.
10 points out.
You are a negative 10
5 more points
driver.
and I have to fucking suspended license.
Speaking of licenses, dude, I think you need to retake a license test or a driving test after
think
like
you should.
55 or 65.
I definitely think
Because that shit's annoying.
I think they need to make them harder to get to. There's too many stupid people driving cars.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was driving by the DMV the other day, and, dude, when I was training to drive a car at the DMV, I was going like 60 in a 35.
Pull the e-brake! Pull the e-brake! Were you driving
Fucking
a farmer?
Yeah, pod race. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I was driving a pod racer, dude. He's like, "Where'd you get that?"
It's
I'm like,
working.
"Goddamn."
It's working. It's working. Fucking, fucking, I don't even remember that one, dude.
Zabulba.
Zabulba. Yeah, I was gonna say Jar Jar Binks, but that's a
Oh,
different
fuck no, dude.
So I was thinking the reason they make that sound loud is because, so like they work kind of like tanks, right? They've got the motor on the left pushing, the motor on the right pushing, or the engine's pushing, right? And when it's making that,
yes, tilts like a track.
yeah, when it's making that noise, it's the motor, whichever one, like let's say he wants to turn left, so his left motor would engage brakes, and therefore slowing the left motor down, allowing the right one to give more torque, or the equal amount of torque. So you'd hear that one motor's braking, so it turns kind of like a tank. Only one tread's giving power, and the other one's not. Right?
Yeah.
Wrong. You're wrong.
No, I wonder if that'd be an effective method. Because basically, I guess if you could see it as two joysticks sitting on there, you'd twist one back or whatever, and then you'd resist the other one. Because if it was, that way, if you're going that way, it would be, forcing out that way, and so it'd just be like that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So that sound is a motor, is the engine braking. So it's like,
Do you think that's efficient? You think that'd be an efficient way to motor jets? I guess. A motor engine.
Because the motor your jets never completely stop.
Yeah,
even the
they
one
do,
that's being
they
braked
do.
isn't.
They do stop.
If I toss a
That's
little
why
piece of
you
metal
just
in
do
there,
it like they do it right now, where you have just something thrusting you forward and plane flaps just turning you.
dude, I just have freaking.
So you don't lose power in the engine, and then you're like, oh, well, let's rebuild the engine power. Oh, well, we can't.
Engine power instantly rebuilt.
Nope.
Instantly. There's Star Wars. Do they have lightsabers?
I'd have a pod racer full of freaking doves or pigeons. Fucking be like really close by, release a fuse through all the fucking motors.
Their wings would break instantly at that speed. You throw them out, it's like their wings just break. It's like
have you seen those videos of pigeons or whatever going in there? Fuck, it's like pigeon inside of a jet turbine. It's like right straight on fire. It's like
it just cooked pigeon right off the other side, dude.
because they smash. They're going so fast. They go so.
Did you see
There goes someone's drug deal.
Did you see the gif of the person? It's like, this is the last thing you want to see on an airlines as you're getting ready to take off. It's got an engineer on the outside duct taping the motor together. It's like duct taping the engine, and the person's got a picture of him duct taping it. He's like, that's the last thing you want to fucking see, someone duct taping your airplane together before you take off.
I would be pissed, to be honest. I'd probably be banging on the thing. I'd be like, what is this? Because technically, really, if that was a thing and they had to actually put some crew in there to fix that shit, they'd pay for everyone's hotel, pay for everyone's flight the next day. They'd pay for everyone. That's mechanical issue.
Bullshit. They don't have to do that shit, dude.
Hey, it happened for me when I was in Mexico,
They
dude.
never do
They gave
that.
us a fucking
They're
room.
like, well,
They
we're
gave
just
us
going to
food
pull you off the
vouchers.
plane.
We missed our fucking connecting flight to Mexico, so they gave us $200 vouchers.
They're like, what's the worst that can happen? We lose little people in an airplane accident over the ocean. No one's going to know. Look at Malaysia. They did it a couple times.
You have to definitely call them bitch, but they'll give it to you, dude.
Dude.
But that's the thing, too. Was it you talking about it, or was it...
I don't talk about nothing. I refuse to accept
It
any.
was
Fuck
you.
this.
Yeah, it was him, dude. You're the one accusing all the
This
people
shit.
saying that you can track any flight you want.
You can track any flight you want.
Oh, now look what he's
It's on
speaking of.
flighttracker.com.
Look at this dude. I show him a couple nips, and he starts singing like a pigeon, huh?
Pigeons don't sing. I'll tell you what sings.
I just tried to think of some kind of sky rat.
Your ma.
Some sky rat.
That'd be crazy, fucking rat with fucking wings. It's just like gargoyle wings.
You mean a bat?
That's a dog.
Basically,
A
fucking
small
squirrels
little,
are like rats.
no, little wolf.
What about flight tracker?
you were saying, like, because even if it was a Malaysian thing, you know, they always have the way to track them and stuff.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing though. Flights don't ever fly over the Pacific, right?
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
How do you get to Hawaii?
Because the Earth is flat. You
How do
can't
you get to
fly
Fiji?
there.
How do you get to...
You can't because
Australia?
you can't, dude.
How do you get to China?
Okay, so like, let's say you want to go from Brazil to Australia, right? You have to fly north to get to Florida. From Florida, you fly over to Italy. From Italy, you fly down to South Africa.
Oh, fuck.
Look, listen, and then from South Africa, you fly to Australia.
Fuck out of here, dude.
Whatever, dude. Fucking buy a ticket. Buy a ticket,
Oh,
dude.
man, dude.
You can't just go from let's just say South America. You want to go from South America to South Africa. Buy that ticket.
You're going to tell me with all this
Buy-
underground caverns,
Buy
they
that
don't even take
fucking ticket.
the Underground Railroad.
Buy a ticket from South America to South Africa. One flight. You can't. You can't do it. It's like a 4-stop flight. Even
I
though
haven't
it's cold,
tried it, but I feel like you can.
you can't.
You can.
Dude,
You
maybe
can't.
you're trying to look for Delta
Have you
and
found
shit,
a
dude.
ticket?
I have.
Don't be trying to fly
Bullshit.
Delta. Fly freaking Malaysia Airline. They'll go over any water. Anyways, might not make it.
Like, Bermuda Triangle, we got it. We don't mind it. We'll fly right over
Tango,
Bermuda.
Tango, what you do? It's like, oh,
I think
move,
we have
bitch.
enough gas.
It's like, this is Malaysia Air Flights. He's like, what? Well, how are we
Dude,
over
go
Russia?
for it,
Fire missiles.
yeah. Заткнись, дурак.
He's like, нет, дурак. Сука, блядь. Who the hell is this? It says Malaysia Air Flights. Fucking bullshit. This is Americans.
Malaysian, you sound like you're Russian. Stupid idiot. Most people in Russia are fucking Mongolian or Kazakhstan.
My
Quite a bit of
cousins
Asian
have
people, actually.
Chinese.
Yeah.
I know someone.
Where do you think Monte came from? It's an old Mongolian recipe.
It's got a lot of rice in it. You think Russians eat rice?
Yeah, I watched an Eddie Wong show of that where he goes and does a thing where because he's a chef and goes to a bunch of different cultures. Big portion of those foods where he did come from Mongolia and shit like that.
Well, yeah. Think about it. What is Utah? No, what is the rice food? Where they've got like rice
Plof?
Plof.
Plof.
It's like, what is that really? It's a big ass thing of rice and meat
It's a shit ton of oil.
and a shit ton of oil.
Shit
So
ton.
simple, the ingredients.
All right, ingredients are 56% rice, 20% meat, and the rest oil. That's
12% power of oil.
Remember the name. It's like,
Remember the
You
name.
can remember this name.
Plof.
Lost Mines.
I forgot it already. I always forget it.
Remember the name.
Gotta do an outro though. Just leave them hanging. I'll leave myself hanging.
Here's your outro.
Lost mine. Zoom away again.
I hope that sounded realistic.
Find us anywhere: iTunes, Pocket Cast, Google Play, SoundCloud. all those
Pokemon
things.
Go.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Check out the band Beard Oil. Fallujah. Lost Mine.
Fallujah.
Yeah, Fallujah. Watch out. It's a place in Afghanistan.
Iraq, I think.
Stay away from that. But
Fallujah.
yeah. Enjoy, bitches. Damn. Why is my beard so dirty?
Do you want to know how to clean it up? Do you want the magic?
Who said that?
It was me.
Yes, I do want that magic.
And me.
Oh, it's you. That
It's the
that
two
beats
of us.
up. I know you.
Makes sense. But no, like, I can totally get you vials of oily stuff, rub in your dirty beard, and it'll clean you up good and nice. Yeah. You just gotta go to this website.
What about the scent? Do I smell good?
It smells really good. It smells like, there's ones like dandelions. You get used to it. There's like bugs.
It smells like
No, it's-
wet grass.
That made it smell, dude. I heard it was made of gypsy tears. Did you hear that in there? Yeah, I put a little bit of my own tears in there too, if you know what I mean. But that's you're wild, dude. I know. Crazy. That's how I was born. It's weird. Like, I just came out like that. Crazy.
Cray-cray.
Cracky. RickAnderson.com.
For all the band Beard Oil products.
Let's do it again.